Hello and welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. I am Phil Parrish, and joining me, as always, is...
Hey guys, it's Will.
And that's all that needs to be said there.
Basically, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I got some books this week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're okay.
Mm-hmm. But,
There's no big surprises about what I think are the good books this week. So.
yeah, no kidding. I'm sure, I know you didn't get Justice League 20, correct?
Nope, but I did get Harley Quinn number 19.
Oh, alright. Well,
but he shamed me into it.
Not me, I know that.
Oh, it wasn't you.
Well,
They're listening, they know who they are.
Yeah, but just Justice League 20, it's like another time travel thing. It seems like all they're doing in this book these days is like time travel stuff. It's like, well, one, I don't understand. Barry's out on a date with Jessica, and I was like, isn't he with Iris? Or we have no continuity going here?
I was gonna say, yeah, no continuity whatsoever.
But no, I mean, they just keep getting attacked in like this endless like time cycle, and then the Justice League tracks down the source, and it's this scientist putting together this thing. But meanwhile, I think the Justice League causes the initial accident or something, or it's. But it's just weird. And I'm just like, we're doing time travel again. The last big arc was like time travel, like time stuff, and no continuity.
When you have Barry, you gotta mess up the timeline. That's like Universal in the multiverse.
Yeah, I know. Don't get me started on that. But this one was probably a 3.5.
Okay.
So, did you enjoy Harley Quinn 19 at all?
I like the backup story. Harley loves Joker.
Was that that's still Paul Dini?
I think that only Batman the Animated Series actually got their relationship right.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. The backup story. The main story was okay. And it's Deadly Sins finale. And, I like when they make no bones about how terrible of a person Harley Quinn is. Like, a lot of people, really idolize her because she's quirky and she's fun and she's whatever with the beaver jokes. But when they really show you how terrible of a person she is, I enjoy it. So, it was okay.
Yeah.
The backup story really brought it up, and you're going to be like, wow, what would you have given it without the backup story? I gave it a 3.25.
Okay.
So, yeah. Pretty much all that I need to say. If you're a Harley fan, obviously you're still reading it. I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to stop the artist and the writer's money. It's just not really my cup of tea, and it's unfortunate. She used to be one of my favorites, and then they just twisted her into this. So, I try to support this character. I really do.
Well, now they just see her as a moneymaker, I think.
She's our Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they beat that dead horse just like with Deadpool, which is sad.
Lisa,
I know.
Did you pick up Bane Conquest #1? Because I didn't.
No.
Okay. But if any of our listeners did, please be sure to send us in a review while you can.
Yeah. Or, hell, our Capes and Lunatics voicemail was already open. I already set up the thing, so if you want to send us a review that way, please.
Okay, what's next?
Do you want to do Fall and Rise of Captain Atom #5?
Nah, pass. You can tell the lovely about.
Oh my. But yeah, no, I get it. Well, it's like, what are we doing here?
I mean, like I said, I like the portrayal of General Eiling or whatever, but that's the best thing about the book, and he's the villain.
Yeah. Well, no, we get that, it's not Major Force. What's the guy's name? The evil quantum guy.
Dr. Metal or whatever?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, it's mostly that, and then it's Captain Atom meeting his kid. I don't know why we're supposed to care about this kid at this point.
Me neither. Just give me a Shazam book already.
Oh, I don't know if I really saw that Easter egg before. The private investigators from Charlton Investigations.
Yeah, I was like, wah, wah, wah. Oh, it's just one more book to go, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can make it.
The
art was kind of weird though. Like, I got a headache from the art.
I think it's not the same art.
I've never really been a fan of the art, so No offense to Will Conrad, just not my style.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really bad, but yeah, it's either like it or it's like, no, not
It's
for me.
weird. I really like Greg Weisman, and this just ain't working for me. What's this leading to? I mean,
Yeah, it's
I
all.
want to support the miniseries and them doing something different and all that, but I try my best. I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking Captain Adam's either getting his own ongoing series or he's gonna be a big part of whatever's coming for.
I was gonna say, if he gets an ongoing, who the hell's that for? Because this book ain't doing so well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hell, all the books in April didn't do so well.
Unless that's just like a big intro for like, the rebirth and Doctor Manhattan stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it might be. But it's not that interesting, so I'll be glad to post a chapter on it next month.
Yeah, I mean it's probably
No offense.
probably like another 3.5 for me.
That's 3.25 for me.
Ooh. All right.
And I mean, at least it was only $2.99. That's the bright spot.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is a once a month book. I guess maybe because it's a mini series. I'm like, wait, they didn't jack it up and give us the code, but I guess no. Thanks. You want to do Aquaman 22?
We can. It was a decent book. It's the finale of H2O, though, guys.
Yeah.
Ugh, dead water. I'm glad this is over.
Sounds like a bar.
Sounds like something Deadpool would drink or market.
Just like, I mean, just like the last issue, like we were saying, it's just like part horror story, part sci-fi. It's like Alien underwater.
Yeah. And another shift in Mira and Arthur's relationship. Just let it be. Why can't they just let a relationship be? First they're messing with my Diggle family. Now they're messing with Mira and Arthur. I'm gonna have some real problems.
I don't know. It's just...
It's like the Felicity and Oliver thing with Mira and Arthur. Like, I'm just like, no, do not do this to them.
Well, maybe she's about to tell him about her one night stand with Black Manta. I don't know.
Still a better story than Velocity. Anyway, I'm just getting really nervous about that relationship because they have a very interesting relationship out of all the like leading ladies in superheroes' lives. Mira's like her own person in her own right with her own like really intricate backstory. Unless you want to get into the Irish from the future thing, which I freaking hate. But outside of that, I definitely think she's one of the most interesting leading ladies in a superhero's love life. So just don't mess it up.
So what did you think of Aquaman? What did you give it?
I don't know if I'm just being a negative Nancy, but this one was like a 3.75 for me.
Okay, yeah, I gave it a 4, so we were close.
Yeah, this whole week was just kind of suspect.
Yeah. You want to do Superman 22?
Okay, we can do that. This was a good book. Started a new arc, and then, what is the secret of Dead Man's Swamp? But why are we still in Hamilton? I'm sick of this place.
Yeah, I wonder if this is going to, like, wrap up all the Hamilton stuff. Because didn't they move back to Metropolis?
I could have sworn they did. But, time is nothing. Time is all around us, happening all at once.
No continuity. No continuity. Big Lois issue, though.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely think that this is what's going to put our focus back on Metropolis. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
It's setting up their departure.
Yeah, Hamilton either gets blown off the map or it's like, yeah, it's not for us. And this will also be our Marvelous review.
Ooh, Charlie's so hard on Superman, but I get it.
Yeah, but, I mean, he also says Superman's like his favorite DC character, so...
Makes sense. Isn't Captain America his favorite, like, Marvel character?
I don't think Captain America, but, I mean, he said Superman...
He stands for that dude so hard.
I think it's more of a defend Marvel than defend Captain America.
I could get on board with that one. I love the artwork.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, always
This
excellent.
is best artwork hands down this week for me.
Yeah, it was pretty good. This one was probably like a 4.25 for me.
Yep, it was a 4 for me, so we're not too far apart.
Hmm.
A lot of really loving this particular Superman book, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Superman's gotten a lot better. You want to go to Deathstroke?
Sure.
What?
Nothing. Just this was like Dark, man. Even dark for Deadpool's like a cloud hanging over this whole thing.
Oh yeah, it always gets dark when he's battling any of his kids.
I know. And I'm just so glad that this Twilight finale is the final in the arc, because Twilight just gives me all negative connotations. Sorry, Kristen Stewart.
Well, yeah. Also, we had to wrap it up for that Titans crossover.
Which I don't mind.
Mm.
But, like, you get Joseph and you get Rose. So it's just like, oh, yeah. So, I don't know, it's good. But I'm, like, more pumped for that Titans thing. So.
Yeah. Poor Joseph, man.
And he gets the short end of the stick it's like, he's like the Meg. All the writers always, like, beat up on him.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to save you from that evil woman, son, so I slept with her for you.
Okay, Robert Queen.
Yeah, I know.
This one was a 4.5 for me.
Yeah, I probably gotta agree with that.
I will say that I was surprised that Christopher Priest gave us such an emotionally driven story, because Deathstroke is not usually a lot of emotion, and I appreciate this change of pace from him.
Yeah, kind of gives more depth to Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was good. All right, where to next? Should we do
Green Arrow?
Yeah, it's in my hand. It's in my hand. Green Arrow 22?
I heard it. I heard the cover. This is one of my picks of the week.
I could see that.
I really enjoyed this story. So let's guess why. Black Canary focus.
Yes, of course.
Plus I really love the I don't know, it's just kind of like, man, they just can't get a decent mirror ever anywhere in comic book land.
They're all corrupt or vigilantes. Yeah, I know.
And then it's like they brought, Cheshire, Brick, Eddie Fryer. I'm just like, heck to the yeah. This is gonna be so interesting and good. Like, they're bringing back fan favorites, so I'm so here for it. Maybe we'll get a good Brick this time.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. It's been good so far. I have faith in Percy.
It's like he really wants something epic, and I promise you, it just feels like he keeps thumbing his nose at the TV show, and I'm just like, yes, do it. They deserve it.
But
So yeah, I'm pumped. This is the arc that I'm pumped for.
Yeah. Sure. So it's straight up 5 from you.
Yep.
Okay.
Art, story, pacing, characters, had it all for a Green Arrow title.
Okay, I'll probably give it a probably 4.75.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if I would feel this way if I wasn't watching Arrow, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
It's like something to wipe the taste out of my
mouth. I might have to do 2 picks of the week this week.
That's fine. I did.
Our last 2 books.
Okay.
Should we? Well, do you want to do Batman now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We always save Nightwing for last.
Well, yeah, because that's always our favorite.
Well, and I can understand why this might be one of your picks of the week, but the more that I read the button, it's just like, oh my god, it's a cash grab. But this was a good story. But did we really need the cover? Did we need the cover?
I don't know. But yeah, Bruce Wayne meets his father.
Yeah. I don't like mysteries woven through time. I just don't anymore.
I don't know. I don't like when they drag it out. But
no, it was really like emotional, and
Mm-hmm.
it unfolded in a great pace, and it's really moving along faster than I ever thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, the button, they're actually not dragging it out. It could have been more than 4, so I'm appreciative of that.
And then it's also just a lot of fun in the throwback multiverse. You know what I mean? Like there's just all these little cool things going on. And
Mm-hmm. And what about that last thing Thomas tells him?
I saw that coming, but
Yeah, I know. I just wonder if we're gonna get a lighter Batman.
nope, never.
That's
That's just that was like a fan. That was like a shout out to the fans. Like, yes, we heard you, but guess what? It's not changing. He's Batman.
yeah, because I
This
saw
one
this.
was a 4.5 for me. It was really good,
Mm-hmm.
and I do. I've always kind of liked the Flash and Batman, especially in the animated series, and I think they did it really good in Justice League Flash. No, not that one. What is it? War? Yeah, it's Flash. Yeah, Justice League War.
Yeah.
That was great dynamic between those two. So,
Mm-hmm.
really happy to see how they interact in the DCEU. Actually, so there's that for me to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was one of my picks of the week.
What do you think is going to be the outcome of the button?
Well, I don't think we're gonna. Oh, do you think the last page is gonna be a Dr. Manhattan reveal, or is it just Batman and Flash be like, oh, well, we have to warn everyone else something's coming?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the something's coming.
Yeah.
Plot twist is Darkseid. Gotta tie into the movie somehow.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kidding. They wouldn't do that.
I don't know. All right, so should we
So, yeah, Nightwing.
just surprise to no one? Our last book, our pick of the week.
Everybody's like, no, you don't say. Oh, so this is the finale of Nightwing Must Die,
Mm-hmm.
and this artwork was so phenomenal. It just really popped off the page for me, and I love the construction of all the panels and everything. I mean, it really made it very cohesive. And this is wow. Like, I know we almost say that, we say that all the time, but it's true all the time.
Oh yeah. Just all the
And Damien, like, I actually like Damien. So.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. This is how you're supposed to write Damien.
Like, his dialogue was too freaking purr. I loved every page of this book.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do Damien. You're supposed to have him, with that cocky edge, but also you get like little glimpses into his, what's underneath.
Can we just throw a bigger workload on Simpson and just say, how about he be the executive editor over the whole Batman family titles? Like, maybe that?
That would work.
Can we pitch that? Can we petition for that?
Yes. Oh, but I
never thought I'd be a fan of Dick and Damien, too. Like, they were kind of annoying at first, but with Simpson, I like this. He feels more grown up finally.
Mm-hmm. And I knew she wasn't pregnant. I knew it.
I'm bummed that she wasn't.
Yeah, but I had a feeling they weren't gonna let that happen.
I just wanted him to throw her down the stairs. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez. I was gonna say, do you really think they would let him impregnate someone who wasn't like Batgirl or Starfire? Yeah.
I don't think Starfire can have his baby.
Didn't she in Kingdom Come? Isn't that what happened?
Kind of, but I don't. Well, I mean, I guess if Superman can have a baby with Lois, why not?
Exactly.
Silly me and my biology. Silly me.
It's a science fiction trope, Lilith. Everyone's genitals line up.
I know. Everybody's a humanoid. So, what'd you think of the battle with Dr. Hurt, though?
It was interesting. So, what? Dr. Hurt knows what's going on now, or at least some of it, with the whole rebirth mess.
Looks like.
It's like all the villains know, like, Reverse Flash, Dr. Hurt, all the villains know what's coming. Are the heroes just not that perceptive?
Despite everybody being a detective.
Exactly.
Great job, Tim Seeley and Javi Fernandez. Again.
As always.
Best way to spend your $2.99 this week, guys. Trust us. We're the professionals. So what did we talk about this week? I already plugged something. So you got Green Lanterns 22 that we didn't talk about. Injustice 2 number 4. I just keep getting behind on it, and I'm gonna read it today. I just didn't get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really enjoying Injustice, so if you're enjoying that brand, it continues to be good. The Flintstones number 11. We had Dr. Fate Volume 3, Fateful Threads, paperback come out. Avoid that at all costs. No offense. Superwoman Volume 1, Who Killed Superwoman. You were reading that for a while. What do you think? Should they pick it up?
I don't know. If you're a fan of the TV show, you can pick that up. Otherwise, probably not.
Wonder Woman Volume 2, Year 1 in paperback. Read at your own risk.
Oh.
Of disappointment. I'm just waiting for a change in writers, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all our business.
All right. Yeah. All right, so we'll end with the warning. Warning. World's Finest is ending at the end of the month, and you're like, what am I gonna do? You can join me, Lilith, and Charlie and Tyler on Capes and Lunatics, our new podcast coming out. Your one-stop shop for everything. And you're probably saying, what's it about? When's it going to begin? Well, follow us on social media and find out. Facebook.com/Capes and Lunatics. Twitter is @CapesLunatics. We're even on Instagram, Pinterest. Our email is capesandlunatics@gmail.com. And the voicemail. Send us your thoughts, good or bad. Do it live. We'll do it live. Let us know.
You're going to give us a voicemail number?
Yeah. 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lil Hellfire. Where can people talk to you?
If you are following the Arrowverse, you can find me on Twitter @Lil Hellfire. For everything else, Adventures in FG. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, pretty much anywhere in the social media sphere @Adventures in FG. Please be sure to check out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. I'm really excited about Capes and Lunatics because I'm the lunatic. So be sure to rate, review, and subscribe when we come out. It's going to be something different, something crazy, and something fun.
And as for me, of course, you can always get a hold of me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp. All right. Thanks for joining us this week again. Coming up next, of course, is the Marvelous Review from Professor Charlie Esser, brought to you this week by our sponsor, Deadwater. Quenches your thirst, even in the afterlife. So, without further ado, Charlie, take it away. Hey everyone, it's that time again. What you look forward to all week. It's time for the Marvelous Review of a DC book by the Professor of Marvel himself, Professor Charlie Esser, and this week it is Superman, correct, Charlie?
Yes, Superman, number 22, DC Universe Reboot. A Rebirth, sorry. $2.99. Still holding the line at $2.99. We open up with Lois, who is on her phone seeing like Robin and Superman and Superboy fighting the squid and people getting hurt. I guess she's flipping through things posted online. Although, man, I tell you, for people moving like that fast, everyone is like just crystal clear. So, I mean, those phones in the DC, those LexCorp phones, they are like just really good. That's all you can say about that. Basically, now she can't find any of them. She says it's been one thing after another. She sees that like the old tree is burning. She sees that the cross for apparently Goldie's grave, that was the cat, is caught on fire. So you're looking out for where anybody is. We go see the old man and his daughter. It says, "Where are your boys? I hope they weren't caught in all that commotion in town," which is a little confusing to me because now they're going by Kent and not Smith, and everyone already knows that Clark Kent is Superman in this universe. So I don't know if they're all like just intentionally playing dumb, which is a nice play on a trope from Once a Hero, which was the suggestion that everyone always knew that the guy was actually the superhero, but just for whatever reason, the writer never had them mention it.
Well, after, I don't know, I mean, they've gone into a little of this in the Action Comics, but like, I guess after Superman Rebirth, the whole timeline's I don't know, Superman's whole history is funky now, so like, there was really no 52 Superman. It was this guy, and he went into hiding for a while, and nobody discovered he was Clark Kent. It's kind of a reboot, confusing. But they'll never say reboot ever again.
Yeah, well, it's all rebooting constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you notice they got something going on with the Joker. I think they're going to reveal that Batman was secretly the Joker the whole time. Just copying Marvel. There's some. I didn't actually read the article yet, but it just said DC teases a darker turn. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see how well that's working out for Marvel right now, kids. She's walking around. She sees Candace is there. What? But she was just injured. Why is she up walking around? And she goes into the basement, then the sub basement, then gets to the bottom sub basement, and we see Black Dawn, Chapter 3. And we see that she's looking at a video. She sees all these video screens of basically her life just playing out. Just waiting for her to show up to catch all this. It must be on a loop of some sort. Mm-hmm. Candace is there with a gun, and Lois, with cat-like reflexes, kicks the gun out of her hands and sprays her in the face with mace and runs away. She's driving, screaming out for Clark and Jonathan. She goes back to her house and finds all these people there who we don't even know who they are. Well, no, Candace is already there, so obviously she's moving faster than anyone. You see Mayor Goodman. Candace, how did you get here so quickly? And because she was looking for the Justice League communicator. She runs into a room. The guy actually bursts through the floor. I wonder what his powers are. Doing a whole Pleasant Hill thing here all of a sudden. She goes and gets the Bat Gauntlet out of her safe deposit box, which she keeps under her bed. She, the guy says, "Why does Superman need a gun?" He says, "It isn't a gun, Mr. Martinez. It's a souvenir." It's Kazak. Okay. He falls down and says she's a bit more well-armed than we originally thought. She's smashing through stuff, shooting people, as you do. And then the Batmobile shows up. She hops in and says, "Okay, I guess we're leaving." And it says, "If I can drive Frankenstein's scooter, I should be." It says, "Voice identification, no ignition match." It says, "How do you start this?" And then she grabs the wheel and says, "Gauntlet glove and ignition match. Driving privileges allowed." Which, again, is one of these things just like, really, Batman? It's like, oh, you can't drive it if you don't have my voice. But, of course, if you're wearing any part of my uniform, it's fine. Go ahead. You drive. She engages the weapons system. Manages to knock everyone down. When she hits Mr. Gutierrez. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's... maybe it's 0-point energy or something. It's just she's covered in blue light, so I don't know. She's driving. She gets out guns and weapons. She goes to the farm with the old man. He says, "Hello, Lois." Bum, bum, bum. And we cut to Superman. It's been hours. No sign of Batman, no sound of life, just a low humming all around. Oral dampener, no, something else. Well, I'm down the rabbit hole now. I'm through the looking glass. This place isn't letting me keep my hopes up out that I'll find anybody. And we cut to a scene with a bunch of people in tubes, including Frankenstein, Batman, Robin. Don't see Jonathan, though. And a bunch of clowns for some reason. Okay, and that was our episode. It was an exciting romp, to say the least. Weirdly misleading cover because it has Superboy with glowing red eyes and fiery stuff behind him as blood drips from his hands, or maybe it's, cherry jam. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was a good book. I'll give it 3 Skrull cows out of 5. That's a marvelous review.
Always with the Skrull cows.
It's all Skrull cows, man. Skrull venom cow hybrids. That's what we're dealing with here. Clearly.
All right.
There weren't even any Skrull cows in this book.
They were in the background.
Yeah.
They blended in. Anyway, thank you once again, Charlie, for a great, marvelous review. And if anyone would like to talk DC, like these books, or Marvel Comics, where can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitters as I live tweet Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and No Longer Powerless. Aww. Although the producer says it's not technically dead yet. So who knows? Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsselcr. Look for the 2 E's in the middle for that quality.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. And everyone, please join us next week. The clock's ticking down to the end of the world's finest. But once again, just like DC Rebirth, something better will come with the Capes and Lunatics podcast. But until then, remember, don't get caught out in the cold. You don't want to be a Skrull cow. Good night.